It is time to do a quick video to talk about my favorite 3 brands of Huaraches sandals. I primarily run in Xeros for most miles, but the Bedrocks are excellent and the Lunas are excellent for very specific purposes. Today was winter solstice and I'm in Ohio. So I guess it's maybe a little ironic that most of my running now is completely barefoot, either on a treadmill or at an indoor track. But anyways, regarding the sandals from Xero, the one that I'm wearing the most lately is the Venture. And you might notice I've completely cut the heel cup off of this and punched quite a few holes in it, trimmed it down as small as I could get it, and absolutely love the lacing system. These are pretty much a go anywhere sandal, anytime, just about any distance. The lacing system is pretty stable and secure. Sometimes there's a little slippage here at the arch post. Pretty much impossible to wear out the bottom of these. Very, very sturdily built. These are very affordable sandals, extremely flexible, and have a 5,000 mile warranty. So definitely get my money's worth. The Ventures are about 5.5, 6 millimeters thick, I believe. So just enough protection from sharp rocks and so forth. If you want to be as close to barefoot as possible, you cannot beat the Amuri Cloud from Xero. You can see on this one, I've completely hacked off the heel and trimmed the front down super tiny. First time out in these, I think I did about 21 miles and they worked out very well. But generally I'm finding I like just a little bit more protection when I'm outside. Here is a pair of the Amuri Clouds that's not been chopped down quite so much. I've kept part of the heel cup on there and enjoy running in these as well. Of course, the Amuri Cloud and the Venture have the new design, so there's not a knot underneath the outsole. These new models from Xero are the only ones I'm showing today that have a built-up support at the arch, for the lacing at the arch. So that keeps the lacing off the ground, and theoretically these should last longer. The Xero do-it-yourself kits, of course, are still available. Here are several pair of the 4 millimeter sandals with, lacings set up permanently for slip-on, slip-off. The original pair, I believe, is down to about 2 millimeters thickness. It's worn so much. And I've got a pair of 6 millimeter do-it-yourselfs with lots of holes punched in them, which work out great for running through streams and just about any kind of trail. That's a thick enough sandal to handle almost any terrain. This next pair of sandals is from Bedrock, and this is the 8 millimeter thick Bedrock. I really like the way they've designed their toe post with a double post that sort of spreads the load around. The lacing system, all in all, is just very comfortable and easy to adjust, pretty stable. These are made from a softer rubber, more of a foam with air in it, so they're going to compress over time. And so I don't run in these a lot. I save them for races. I had a really good Columbus Marathon in these. They felt great. And for, say, a 5-mile turkey trot, this was the choice. One other sort of downside to the Bedrock is the lacing system is down on the ground. So that's already showing wear, and I don't have a ton of miles on these. So again, love them. They're not designed to last 5,000 miles, and they do cost a little more. All in all, relative to a typical pair of shoes, I think I'll get a lot more mileage out of these. My first pair of Lunas is the Leadville model, and pretty quickly after getting these, I ran a 50-mile trail run in them and trail race, and it went really well. The sandals worked great on very wet, muddy, technical trails. The Leadville model, I believe, is 11 millimeters thick, and it automatically comes with this tech strap, which of course is completely removable, and the tech strap is just a great feature for no matter how technical the trails are or how fast you're running through water or whatever. this allows the sandal to feel very stable on your foot. So there you see what the tech strap looks like on the Leadville. And of course I can just take this off and wear it with any other sandal. As of right now, I don't believe that Bedrock or Xero sells the extra strap, but now that I've got it, you know, I wouldn't hesitate to wear it with any of the other brands. The intent behind buying the Luna Leadvilles was to attempt to do 100 miles in those this coming April, which would be a second 100-mile attempt for me. But I want to do the whole thing in sandals, and I think that's possible. I'm going to try. Anyways, the second pair of Lunas is the 12mm road sandal, and it's so thick that there's just not much give in the middle. I've only run one marathon in these, and not sure I loved it or not. I'll have to try it again sometime. The marathon after that I ran in the Bedrocks, and that was much better for a road marathon for me at that time. There's a pretty huge difference between an 8mm thick Huarache and a 12mm thick Huarache. I'm gonna probably try to carve an arch out of the bottom of this, possibly with a buck knife or a belt sander. This might work. So anyways, again with the Lunas, at the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot, the softer rubber is going to compress over time and they're going to wear down faster. So of course I don't expect 5,000 miles out of these. If you look kind of close on these, you can see they've been trimmed down from the original size and sort of tapered on the edges. So with a simple buck knife, kind of carving these down to size, I've carved quite a bit of an indentation at the arch too, where the foot narrows. So you can kind of see I've already started trying to carve some of the bottom off to give it a little more flex, but it's going to need a lot more work. So with all of these sandals, that should be enough to get me through a 100-miler. A couple of days ago, during a really great 10-mile trail run, fairly technical, I had somebody asking about these, and to me they're like a Hoka relative to most of my other sandals. So you know, it's a Hoka topless and zero drop. So anyhow, I'm pretty excited. I think this is going to be the primary sandal for the C&O Canal 100-mile towpath run. It's mostly a gravel course, and with the tech strap to make this thing feel stable, and with just the right thickness and a trail tread on the bottom of the outsole, should be perfect. Didn't have enough sandals. I found an old tire on the side of the road and decided to go old school and cut out my own pair of sandals from what was unfortunately a steel belted radial, of course. I do not recommend you waste your time on that. These things feel like steel, they're so heavy. I really don't expect to get a great deal of use out of these, although I think it'll be fun to run in the snow and leave these crazy looking prints behind. At the end of this video, I'll include a kind of a photo slideshow of the tedious process of trying to build these things. If I were going to do it again, I'd either find some old tires without the steel belts, or possibly just find a modern tractor riding lawnmower tire